You have to keep doing it. No matter how difficult it gets. It took me a full 3 years to get this strong. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats! Then a 10-kilometer run! Do it every single day! In the beginning, you'll wish you were dead.
What did you say?
Hello my friends, I am the man of our kingdom, Dominic King, and welcome back to another episode of Return to the Ring. This episode, I was thinking about doing this for a while, so here we are. I am trying out the One Punch Man challenge. See, I would have liked to have done this throughout the entire month, but me and the rest of my household was falling ill left, right and centre, as a lot of people in England and maybe the rest of the world, I don't know, are doing right now. So sadly that was not the case, but still I had a lot of fun doing this routine on the day that I did. And not only that, I am here to talk about my first time being back at a wrestling event, being anywhere near wrestling in around 3 to 4 years. And that is thanks to my friends over at Bring Me Pro Wrestling, who held their second ever event called Grapple Times. And by the name, you can guess it was in February and around Valentine's Day. So, my experiences. Firstly, it was very bizarre, but very refreshing and good to be back around wrestling again. I definitely did miss it. Helping putting up the ring, even though like a lot of people don't like to do that, I actually just enjoyed it because, like I said, I was around wrestling again. I was around the thing that I loved doing the most, and being able to do that and being part of that experience again was one of the best feelings I've had in a very long time. And again, I just have to say thank you to Bring Me Pro Wrestling for bringing me along and allowing me to be a part of that again. A couple of times I needed to stop myself and just look. To look around and just be present in the moment. Like, I am back in this business again. As I'm looking around the venue, looking at the ring, I'm like, I'm going to be in that ring again one day. I'm going to make sure of that. I will be in that ring again in front of the fans doing what I love to do. But first things first, let's talk about these exercises. The One Punch Man challenge. That's 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 sit-ups. But in this variation, I went for crunches just because I enjoy them most. I feel like that's what works best for me. And where he said there was a run at the end, I would love to have done that. But with my knee, I also didn't want to risk it. And I know running for that much would just aggravate even further, and I don't want that to happen just yet. But as I say that, we're getting closer and closer to hopefully getting that surgery done around late March to early April. That's when I was told that the waiting period would be over. So hopefully in that time I can get in there, get rehabbed and go on runs, go to the gym, get back to working order, back to my fitness level that I was before, and even beyond that. Okay, halfway through the One Punch Man challenge for the day, and it's okay, to be fair. I'm not that worried about it. I could definitely start to feel it in my arms, that's for sure. Surprisingly, knee's okay, so I'll take that for as long as I can. Don't know how it's going to do for the next 5 sets. I know he says he goes on a run as well in the show, but right now I don't think that's very feasible for me, as well as the time restraints and other responsibilities that I have. It's just not possible, so I'm going to cut that out for now. Maybe if we like revisit this down the line, I'll be able to do the run then, but right now I'm just going to do the squats, sit-ups and push-ups. But for this one I've substituted the sit-ups for crunches, just because I like them better. That's all there is to it, I just like them. So yeah, on to the next 5 sets. Whilst I was doing these exercises, it was surprisingly not even that bad to do. It was only until like maybe just over halfway through that I was really starting to feel that irritation within my left knee. But still, you need to finish your sets, so you can take a little bit longer break in between sets if that is the case. If you really need to, that's fine. As long as you get those sets in, that's okay, and don't let anybody else tell you differently. You don't need to get them all done in one go as quickly as possible. Yes, it might feel good to do it, but also you leave yourself more susceptible to injuries. And that's not what we want. We want to get better, we don't want to get worse. So again, like I always say, especially with my knee right now, I've got to play it safe. I need to make sure that I get back there sooner rather than later, and I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that. Oh, after that set on set 8, I can definitely feel that in the knee now. It's not going to catch up to me. But at the same time, I'm surprised to make it this far, so the win's a win. The only thing I wanted to do was get into that ring and wrestle. Just looking at it, even during the show, watching everyone do what they do best, really just made me want to get up off of my chair, get in there and do my thing. But there'll be a time and a place for that. Once I finish that last set, not only is the leg feeling it, but the arms are starting to feel it as well. This is going to be a shock to the system, but we're almost there. There'll be 2 sets left. Let's get it done. And a time and a place that I was on that day was actually on the commentary table. Something I have never done before, never thought I would be able to do. But I gave it a go and it was actually very fun. And also being there with my friend Peter Miller as well. Shout out to that guy. It was very fun going back and forth, just having a talk, calling the action as we see it, and it's something I'm very open to do in the future, especially with Peter or anyone else for that matter. Okay, that is it. Thank you to everyone who came and watched and been following this series for as long as you have, and continue to follow this series as we go on further and further, closer and closer to surgery, and closer to my return to that ring, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, my friends, this is the man of our kingdom, Dominic King. I love you all, and peace. Right, that is the One Punch Man challenge done. And I was going to do it for the whole of February. 28 days every day. 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 crunches. And I really do want to do that for as long as I can. But just this 100. Towards the end, that knee was starting to niggle at me, starting to hurt a bit, and I'm worried about that giving out when I really don't want it to. But we'll see how it goes. I'll still keep going at it and yeah, see how this month treats me. Good thing I tried to do this in February, shortest month of the year. Coincidence, but I'll take it. And yeah, feel bad right now, but later I feel good and I'll feel proud of myself, and I'll be so glad that I actually just went ahead and did it. If everyone wants, I know there'll be some people watching this saying, oh, I can do that. Then the only thing I have to say is, why aren't you? It's not about the can, it's about the want. I'm doing this because, not because I can, but because I want to. Because I want to be the best version of myself. I want to keep on improving and be an absolute beast. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is what being a king means.